Now, the Nintendo Wii, some claim that the console was unstoppable, but the first cracks in Nintendo's armor are starting to appear. Seriously, they are. 4 short months ago, the Nintendo Wii launched to mass fanfare and 0 shootings. Now, with almost 2 million consoles sold in North America alone, Nintendo may be on its way to dominating the console war. However, this isn't going to be an easy victory. Some are calling the Wii a GameCube 1.5. Sure, we have an avalanche of mini-games from Wii Sports to WarioWare, but where are the killer apps that Wii owners were promised? Last year, Nintendo head honcho Reggie Fils-Aimé proclaimed, quote, "There will be no new game drought for this system. It's now rumored that Metroid Prime 3 and Super Mario Galaxy won't see the light of day until the next holiday season." Is the Wii just a fancy toy with no legs, or are these problems merely growing pains on the way to new console domination? Put on your strap. It's The Loop. All right, joining me tonight from Los Angeles, associate editor for Kotaku.com, Mike McWhirter is here. Mike, welcome to The Loop, sir.
Hi, Kevin.
I'm in such good standing with the Kotaku readers that I decided I'm going to tarnish that today and kind of play the anti-Wii person, even though I must admit I do love my console. But with that said, Mike, I'm going to be their voice. Okay? So the Wii has a lot going for it. We know that. Innovative hardware, got some good brands. But Reggie said there's going to be no drought. Where are the first-party games, and where on earth is the third-party support?
Well, as far as the first-party games, they're coming. I think that it's a little too early to say that there's a drought. There have been a few light release weeks over the past couple months, but it's only been out for a couple months.
Mike, I got an itch in my throat. I'm getting a little parched. There's a bit of a drought coming on.
No, I think that's a little bit of an overstatement. There are some good things coming. WarioWare Smooth Moves, as you just said, is it's a fantastic game. I love that game. You've got Super Paper Mario. You've got Wii Play, which just came out. So there's some good stuff coming. And then, Nintendo on a weekly basis, they freshen up that virtual console library. So.
Well, we'll get to the virtual console in just a second. But, you just announced a couple games that are comprised completely of those instant pick-up-and-play mini-game experiences, which, don't get me wrong, I love the mini-games, but when are we going to get to sink our teeth into some actual substance with this console? It has me a little worried that that's all it's going to provide.
Well, I think that's a pretty valid concern. Like I said, Super Paper Mario is coming. There's some good stuff. Obviously, the first-party titles are what people are really looking forward to from Nintendo. I think a lot of third parties got caught with their pants down a little bit as far as to how successful the thing would be. So yeah, I'm a little concerned about the whole flood of mini games. Mario Party 8 is out in like a month or something like that. And so, there's some stuff coming, but it does seem a little way off. But, it's also could just be a PR thing. Nintendo's riding a wave of popularity.
Sure, they don't need to really work for it right now. Why not rest back on their laurels?
Sure.
A place where I think they are resting quite a bit is this virtual console, because I love the concept of downloadable content. I love the fact that I can dip back into those old games that I've played 4 million times on every other console or handheld that Nintendo's released. But $5 for that pick-up-and-play for 5 seconds experience that reminds me of why I got rid of the Nintendo in the first place. Do you feel like maybe they're dropping the ball a bit on the side of the virtual console?
I don't know about that. I think they're doing a decent job with it. They're kind of trickling out releases, and that really seems to be working for them. They're selling a lot of games. I think that people wanted a whole flood of the entire library to come out, but from Nintendo's perspective, they get to release a handful of games, tap into some of that nostalgia, and issue a press release every Monday on what's come out. So people get to look forward to things. Creates a lot of buzz.
But what do you think about the price point itself, Mike? Your personal opinion here, $5 to $10 for a game when a similar price game on Xbox Live might have, well, it might be original, might have HD graphics, might have multiplayer built in as well, where some of these Nintendo games, you can't even save your Ghost time trials to.
Yeah, well, Kevin, I'm so flush with cash, these things don't really bother me. $5 to me is nothing. I dropped that on the walk in here. So, in all honesty, yeah, $5 is a little bit much to replay Urban Champion or soccer or something like that. But
when you roll hard like the Kotaku staff,
sure,
not a problem.
Yeah.
All right, out in a couple days. Well, there was an announcement actually about Elder Scrolls and the Unreal Engine, the new Unreal Engine. They said, okay, these aren't coming to the Wii. I don't believe anybody that's a hardcore gamer or that does games journalism believed that these engines were coming to the console.
Yep.
It's not about graphics. They've drilled that into our head. But do announcements like that at all hurt Nintendo? The fact that these big franchises are never going to see the light of the day on the Wii?
Well, I don't know if those two franchises in particular are going to hurt Nintendo. I think it does hurt some of that hardcore goodwill that they want to tap into.
Sure.
They, as far as something like Oblivion, I don't think anybody really expects them to downgrade it to the point where it would be playable on the Wii. Same thing with Unreal Tournament. Was it Unreal Tournament?
Yeah, it's Unreal Tournament 3 is the name, or Unreal Championship 3.
Yeah.
It's Unreal something.
Yeah,
but it's not coming, so regardless,
right.
it's a moot point.
And I think that eventually announcements like that may start to hurt them, but then, we'll have to see what third parties come up with.
All right, now the Wiimote itself, very innovative. Everybody was excited for it. And now some are saying it's turning out to be a gimmick. And every time I go to do the waiter pose in WarioWare, it loses sensitivity. The thing completely forgets where it is, and I can never get the Nintendog to high-five me. Is this thing just a gimmick, or are we going to see games that are unlocking it to be the next generation of gaming?
Well, I think you'll see some gimmicky games, and I think, unfortunately, see a lot of those come from third parties. And I think you'll see, some goofy mini games that come from Nintendo that really don't exploit the controller in the best way possible. But on the other hand, you'll see some cool stuff probably from Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. And then I think everybody was pretty pleased with the Manhunt 2 announcement. Everybody's looking forward to slitting someone's throat with a Wiimote.
All right, so final word, Mike, because we are out of time. You're still excited for the Wii. You're not concerned. You think it's doing fine and it will do fine?
I'm still excited. I'd say I'm cautiously optimistic. I really hope that third parties get on board, and I hope that Nintendo does not really go forward with having a drought.
All right, Mike, I want to thank you for joining me in the loop and keeping our fans adept at the digital water cooler that we've put forward. Thank you, sir. All right, look, Nintendo, you nailed the Wii launch. We got it. You had no shortages or shootings that plagued the PS3. Well, some shortages, but anyway, we get the point. We got some great titles and the promise of innovation and innovative games, but here we are 4 months later, and some of us are still waiting. And not for just Mario and Metroid. No, we want online titles and original downloads and non-gimmicky experiences. So, listen, Nintendo, you convinced millions to trade graphics for gameplay. Kudos to you, but now it's time to deliver. So give us some solid release dates for high-profile games and keep them coming, because you've proven that you got an audience. Now just give them what they want. That's all we ask.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.